Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the first channel I'm making. I'm going to be doing all types of tutorial videos on clay. I have a shop and I'll put all the information and link down below so you can see it. I'm going to show you how to make today the salted pretzel earrings. I think they're really cute and they're fairly easy to make. And I'm going to first go over the supplies, materials that you should have handy and ready to help you make your creation. So first you're going to need a clay blade. It's not sharp, it doesn't cut, but it just helps cut the clay very easily. You're going to need a clay roller to help you roll out your clay. Fimo decal gel, and I use this a lot because it helps act as an adhesive for the clay. It dries very clear, so you don't have to worry about it showing up in your projects. I'm going to also be using chalk pastels here, and you can get this at any craft supply store, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, online. You can get it anywhere. And these are really good for shading, and a paintbrush so that you can use it to wipe on your shade. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to need 2 pieces, since we're making earrings, we're going to need 2 pieces of clay. And I have the Ecru Primo clay here. And I also have my white Sculpey clay. This is going to be for the salt. The Ecru is going to be for the pretzel dough. And then we're going to use shading and everything to get it all kind of color variations. So you want to start with 2 balls, like I said, and you're going to roll it out. And it can be any length, and also it can be any thickness that you prefer. And this is going to be your choice. And for me, I want it to be fairly thick because it is, a pretzel, and usually pretzels are nice and thick. So I'm just going to smooth out any of the cracks I see in the clay. I'm going to start again because unfortunately mine broke apart. You just want to kind of knead the clay and get it a little softer. You can also use clay softener if you want, but I prefer not to. And I'm just going to again roll it out like this. And you see how it's already starting to form a little line here. Kind of looks like real dough when you're making pretzels. Alright, and I think this actually looks pretty good. This is about as thick as I want it. And if it's too long, you can always cut it. So don't worry about it being too long or too short. Well, if it's too short, you can always add it. But, okay, I'm going to make another ball for the second earring. And again, you just kind of want to condition the clay so it's a little soft, and you could work with it. Okay, and I'm going to roll it out and get it going to a nice long string like this. Okay, and again guys, if you see any cracks, you can just smooth it out with your fingers. Okay, and you want them to be of the same thickness. So you see these 2 are almost the same thickness. This is a little longer, that's okay. It doesn't need to be that long. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it. It's about the same length. Okay, take away the excess and get rid of it so it doesn't get in the way of your work. Then you're going to take the string of clay and you're going to make 2 loops like that, so, or twists rather, excuse me. So you see how you have a little thing, you put your finger in the middle there, you want to leave about a gap right there so you have some space in between the pretzel. So you're going to have start out like this with like a little X, and then you're going to twist it again, another twist. So you have 2 twists there. Bring your twist, fold it over. Put it in the front like that. Okay? See how that was done? So this is what we're going to do. Again, you're going to repeat. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing with the other one. Okay, so we're going to take it, 2 twists. Start with your X, twist it again. Bring it over in the front and then pull it down. Okay, so if you see that you have a little overlapping or you have some falling off, you can cut it. I'm going to use my razor blade for this one so you can get a little closer cut. Alright, so now we're starting out. It looks good. We have our pretzels. Now we're going to do shading with this paintbrush. So I'm going to use the paintbrush. I'm going to use some browns, some orange, and some yellow. Okay, let me just show you the colors again. I'm using browns, orange, and yellow. And mix those together. And I'm not going to apply it all over the pretzel because you want it to be realistic. So I'm going to apply it in certain places so it looks like it's been baked. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And you can use water with your chalk pastels if you want to make it a little smoother. I personally like it like this. I think it gives it more of a realistic effect. So I'm just going to shade it a little bit more, and that's it. Okay, next we're going to use white clay as our salt. And you don't really need to use a lot of clay for this because it goes a long way. I'm going to roll out a piece of clay here for the white clay. Use my razor blade, or you can use your clay cutter if you prefer. And just take tiny pieces off. Tiny pieces like this. Okay, you're just going to repeat the same steps, and you're going to use as much clay as you want. You want it pretzel to be really salty, use a lot of white clay. Or if you don't want it salt at all, you don't have to put any salt on it. Okay, then you're going to use the Fimo gel to act as your adhesive. And you can just put it in different locations on the pretzel so that it will stick to the pretzel when baking. Okay, and you don't want to really rush through this, but I'm rushing through it for the sake of the video and the time that we have allotted. Okay, so I have little dots of the Fimo gel here. And let me zoom in so you can see that. Okay, and I'm going to be taking little pieces of my white clay and applying it to the pretzels. And it kind of does look like rock salt. Okay, and you're going to repeat the same thing with this pretzel. And then when you're done, you're going to bake it for 15 minutes with the oven temperature set to 275 degrees Fahrenheit. And once it's done, you want to seal it with glaze. So now I'm going to put these in the oven. Okay, so the pretzels have baked and cooled. So I let them cool for 10 minutes after being in the oven. I applied my glaze and it gave it a nice little shine. And then I went ahead and added the clasps and the earring hooks to make the earrings. And now you have nice little salted pretzel earrings. And I think these are just the cutest things ever. Very dainty, and they're fun to make. They're not hard at all. So guys, you've made it to the end of the video, and I do thank you for spending your time watching my tutorial. I will have more to come for you. And if you could please like, comment, and subscribe, that would be fabulous. Leave any comments you have below or any requests. And I thank you so much for tuning in. Take care and see you next time. Bye-bye.